Sometimes you're fortunate to come across fragrances that make you feel luxurious, makes you feel rich, makes you feel like you have $1 million, even if you don't have one. And one of those fragrances that I came across recently is from the house of Argos. It's called Danae. We need to talk about why you need to have this in your collection in 2025. After the intro, y'all. All right, y'all, welcome back to Wear the Smearage. I know what I do here. Be hypercritical of some of the most popular fragrances out there, whether it's niche, designer, independent, or even clones, and determine, in my estimation, whether they deserve flowers or we launching a smear campaign. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, leave a comment. It's a safe space, I promise. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and that's Danae from the house of Argos, right? Now, the House of Argos is an interesting house because I think it was founded in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, and the founder was a former model, real estate mogul who found his way into the world of perfumery and had a love for Greek and Roman mythology, which he basically encapsulated his whole company around when it comes to the fragrances. And I love that because it's unique, it's different, and it tells a story with each fragrance. When you see the packaging, you see the boxes, everything that comes with it. It even has a cool metal plate on here that's just with artwork that symbolizes some story in Greek and Roman mythology that ties into the fragrance itself, which I love. It's beautiful. It's a good idea. And they do a wonderful, wonderful job in packaging and presentation. Probably one of the best that I come across as far as that. And even the bottles, the pressurized atomizer is amazing. It's amazing. He does a great job. You can tell he takes a lot of pride in what he does, and I love that for him, and I love that for the line. But also he puts a lot of high quality material in these fragrances. So when you smell them, they smell luxurious. Makes you feel good about yourself when you wear them. Especially with Danae. Now, Danae, to me, when I first got it, and I got it because y'all know how I do, I blind bought it. I heard a bunch of influencers talking about it, and none of them had anything bad to say about it. So I thought it was a good idea. I needed this in my collection. So I grabbed it, and when I got it, and I first sprayed it, I loved it on top. But to me, at that point, it smelled a little bit more feminine than it did more of a unisex fragrance initially, right? So at that point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just give this to one of my sisters or give it to my mom as a present or something. But something told me to wait and let it macerate. So that's what I did. So I'm going to say after about 2 or 3 months, I came back to it, sprayed it again, and it was the same beautiful scent that I left before. But something changed in the dry down later after the maceration. And off top, the top note of Danae is a citrusy aromatics scent that just grabs your attention when you first spray it. But then it dries down pretty quickly and it leads into a lot of woodsy notes, patchouli, powdery musk. And then after that maceration period, to me, it started leaning a little bit more masculine than it did feminine at that point. But when I smelt it, after it dried down that second time I wore it, I was like, you know what? This reminds me of something that I couldn't at first put my finger on it, but then it dawned on me. Danae to me smells like a better, more luxurious Tom Ford's Oud Wood, right? And you would think Tom Ford, all his fragrances would smell luxurious and have that certain feel about them that makes you feel rich. But that's not the case. A lot of Tom Ford's fragrances are polarizing. A lot of people don't like them. Some people swear by them, right? Me, probably out of all my Tom Ford fragrances, I maybe like 1 or 2. And I just like them. I don't really love them, right? But that's just me, right? Danae to me smells like what Tom Ford's Oud Wood should smell like, right? And even though there's no oud in this, it's so much wood notes in it, so many wood notes in it that it has a slight smell of oudness in it, but a real subtle oud to it, right? That's what it smells like. But because of that, it has more musk in it, I think, and a patchouli added to it. I think it just smells more richer, more luxurious, more creamy than oud wood, right? So I got to the point where I don't even reach for oud wood anymore. I'm reaching for Danae because this, to me, is no comparison to me at all, right? It smells like it, just a better hyped up version of it, right? So I think this is something you definitely need in your collection for a date night. You could wear this in the nighttime, whenever, but this right here would definitely get you compliments. People are gonna love you for wearing this, and it's not overbearing. It's very beast mode. It lasts on my skin 12 hours. The sillage, the scent trail is phenomenal. You walk into a room, they're gonna smell you. People probably gonna come out and ask you, "What are you wearing?" They off top, they might think you're wearing oud wood, but people who have certain noses know that's not oud wood. Oud wood ain't strong enough for how this smells on you, right? And no knock to Tom Ford oud wood. I still like oud wood. It's one of the ones I like, but it doesn't compare to Danae, right? So in my estimation, this is something that you want to get into your possession immediately. Get a sample, put it to your nose, put it on your skin, let it dry down, and tell me if this ain't amazing scent. So with that being said, I'm out of here. We definitely not smearing this, we wearing this, and I'll see you on the next video.